Hi, welcome to the Jordan Michael Tuesday Show. Today, we're going to be talking about lessons from the book of Samuel. Saul was an ordinary man.
I'm just a regular kind of guy.
He was with his father tending sheep or whatever you do back then.
Hey, come back here, you sheep or donkey or alpaca or whatever.
Saul's dad's donkeys got away. Saul's dad said,
"Hey, the donkeys have escaped. Come back here. Saul, go get me some donkeys. Go get my donkeys and run
so
away."
Saul and his servant went around going from countryside to countryside looking for these donkeys. And he would go to the next town and no donkeys, and he'd have to go to the next town and there were no donkeys. And at this time, he's probably getting pretty frustrated.
I'm probably getting pretty frustrated.
As a matter of fact, he was afraid that he'd have to go back because his father was going to worry about him. I'm sure that Saul probably prayed, "God, please show me where these donkeys are. You know where these donkeys are. You're God. Please just show me where these donkeys are."
Lord, I really hate playing hide and seek. I play hide and seek with David later and I hate it too. So please just show me the donkeys. Amen. Amen.
And yet he goes to the next town and the next town and he's not finding these donkeys. I know Saul wanted to find these donkeys pretty badly because he said, "Hey, let's go to the prophet," or he said, "Let's go to the seer," which is what they called a prophet back then.
So we could say cool things like, "Is the seer here?"
And ask him if he knows where the donkeys are.
Of course, now we changed it because they made seers and I don't want anybody thinking that I'm going to buy a lawnmower or a dishwasher.
That was Saul's intent. Hey, where's the donkeys? That's all I want to know. If Saul had found the donkeys, well, he just would have gone on back to his father's house and probably forgot the whole incident.
Hooray, I found the dumb old donkeys.
All of Saul's focus was on finding donkeys. But God had allowed those donkeys to escape and not be found until he came to the prophet. Why? Because it wasn't about donkeys. It was about Saul becoming Israel's first king. Now, Saul reigned well in the beginning, but then things went badly, and you can read the rest of the story.
Tattletale.
But there's a very important truth here. Have you prayed and prayed for God to just give you something that was really on your heart and really on your mind, and you're like, "Oh God, it seems so simple. You could just do this and this would all work out and it all come together." Has it challenged your faith sometimes when he hasn't answered that prayer and it seems like he should have? You're like, where is he in all this? I know I've done that, and I know I do that. And sometimes God has to remind me that my eyes are on the wrong thing. Sometimes we want something so badly, but that thing is really actually very small compared to what God is actually bringing us to. Sometimes it gets so grouchy when things don't go the way that I hoped or the way that I prayed. But I need to trust God better. Sometimes we think it's all about that thing that we want and that thing that we desire, but it's really about us becoming who he wants us to be. See, God just used donkeys to bring Saul where God wanted him to be. The truth is, sometimes we think it's about donkeys when it's really about us coming into the position that God has called us to. Can we trust him when our donkeys have escaped? We'll see you next week on the Jordan Michael Tuesday Show.
Hey, you know, I just eventually did find those donkeys. Never knew I'd turn out to be king for 40 years. But if you want to find out what happens next week on the Jordan Michael Tuesday Show, you should sign up and subscribe. Or you can leave a comment. Tell us what you thought of today's video. Or you can just sit there and watch and enjoy.